help out at this tremendous event that is so important for our children. But most importantly today, I am Gannon's mom. And Gannon is 8 years old, and he has taught us so much about life and about what's truly important in this world. And he was diagnosed at the age of 4, and he couldn't formulate a sentence. He had a few scattered words, and we had no idea what was going on with Gannon. We didn't know what the problem was, and then we received the devastating news that he had autism. And as many of you know, it is devastating emotionally as well as financially. And the road that we took was a road that many of you have taken as well, and that is that we were going to do anything in our power to heal our child, no matter what the cost. And it certainly did come at a tremendous cost, as most of you know. Like many of the other parents out here and many of the other parents in Michigan, we sacrificed a lot to get the help that we needed for our son. But as many of the speakers have said, how can you not? They are so worth it. And I'm happy to say that Gannon is 8 years old now, and he is on the road to recovery. He's almost there, and he spends many of the hours of his day in a typical classroom now. And he is able to say, I love you, Mom and Dad. And he is able to reach out to his siblings. That is one thing that I wanted to bring up today, because we haven't talked about that yet. We are fighting for our children. We are fighting for insurance coverage to help our children with autism. But we are also fighting for the siblings, because they are the ones that are suffering as well. They are the ones that can't go to Disneyland and can't go on family trips because of the tremendous financial burdens that are put on the parents to take care of the child with autism. So I speak on behalf of the siblings. My son Carson, my daughter Ella, who are siblings to Gannon, and they are such big supporters of him, and we are so very blessed to have their support as a family. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of the families out here that support one another and give your love and all of your hours of the day and your effort towards treating your child with autism. And I am just thrilled to be here this year and tell you that Gannon he has far surpassed any hopes that we had for him. He is just a happy child. He's enjoying life. And it's because treatments are available. Research-based treatments, evidence-based treatments, they are out there. They are available to us. But we need help from the insurance companies so that we can heal our beautiful children. And that is why we are here today, and that is why we need to contact our legislators, and that is why we need to get this insurance legislation passed. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. Thank you so much, very much, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to bring on our next speaker next. And it's a tremendous honor and a privilege to introduce to you a friend of mine, Stacy Bachman. She is the co-founder of Great Expectations Children's Therapy and Learning Center, and she is also the co-founder of Liberty Kids, which is a great organization that gives out money for children and families with autism. She also is the mother of beautiful Blake, a child with her son with autism. Thank you very much for joining us, Stacy. Please welcome.
Welcome, all of you. I'm going to give you just the synopsis, and this is probably a story that all of you have similar ones. We were told in the year 2000, when my son was 2 years old, when Blake was 2, you've done the best that you can, don't waste any money on therapy, don't waste your time. You're not going to get anything out of it. Well, I got to tell you, we were also told not to set your expectations high, not to put too much pressure on them. You don't want to be disappointed. How many of you have been told that? How many times, right? How many of us have been told that? With all the struggles that we have personally, educationally, why in the world should we be struggling to cover insurance for the therapies our children need? Why is that a burden on us when we're paying for it? We're actually paying these people to tell us no. Why are we settling for that? We're not. That's why we're here today. One of the things, because of the road